नमस्कार, मैं हूं सुधीर चौधरी और इस इंटरव्यू में आपका स्वागत है। वैसे इसे इंटरव्यू नहीं कहना चाहिए, ये एक संवाद है और ये संवाद इसलिए हो रहा है क्योंकि हम शायद एक अंधेरे के युग में जी रहे हैं। हम बाज़ारवाद के युग में जी रहे हैं, हम बेईमानी के युग में जी रहे हैं और हम एक ऐसे युग में जी रहे हैं जहां पर बेईमानी करना बुरा नहीं माना जाता। पैसा कमाने के लिए बेईमानी करना जायज़ है और इसीलिए इस युग को कलयुग कहते हैं। इस युग में आम इंसान की कीमत लगातार कम होती जा रही है। नेताओं के लिए इंसान की कीमत सिर्फ एक वोट के बराबर है। बाज़ारवाद में एक इंसान छोटे से उपभोक्ता की तरह है जिसकी जेब कभी भी काटी जा सकती है। अब हम बेईमानी को बुरा नहीं मानते। हमने वायु का प्रदूषण देखा और अब हम संस्कारों के प्रदूषण को भी देख रहे हैं और वो भी इस युग में हो रहा है और उसको लेकर भी शायद हम चिंतित नहीं हैं। आज का युग ई फ्रेंडशिप्स का युग है, आज का युग ई ब्रेकअप्स का युग है और थोड़े दिन के बाद शायद आपको ई फ्यूनरल्स भी देखने को मिलेंगे। एक व्यक्ति कितना लोकप्रिय है आज इस बात पर निर्भर नहीं करता कि उसका व्यवहार अपने बाकी लोगों के साथ, पड़ोसियों के साथ, दोस्तों के साथ, दूसरे इंसानों के साथ कैसा है। उसकी लोकप्रियता आप इस बात से नापते हैं कि उसके कितने फ्रेंड्स हैं, फेसबुक फ्रेंड्स कितने हैं, उसके कितने रीट्वीट्स होते हैं और उसके कितने फॉलोअर्स हैं। और कलयुग के इस अंधेरे में जितने भी कन्फ्यूजन्स हैं, जितने भी प्रश्न हमारे मन में आते हैं, उनके सवाल ढूंढने के लिए आपको एक मार्गदर्शन की ज़रूरत पड़ती है और मार्गदर्शक के तौर पर आज हमारे साथ हैं सदगुरु जग्गी वासुदेव, क्योंकि उनसे बेहतर इन सारे सवालों के जवाब और कौन दे सकता है। तो सदगुरु आज जी न्यूज़ पर हैं। हम उनसे हिंदी में बात करेंगे। वैसे जो प्रेम की जो भाषा होती है वो दुनिया भर में एक ही होती है, लेकिन यहाँ ब्रॉडकास्ट की जो भाषा है वो हिंदी है। और सदगुरु, आप जिस भी भाषा में चाहें आप संवाद कर सकते हैं हमारे साथ। आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। सदगुरु, हमें पता चला रैली फॉर रिवर्स अभियान इस वक्त आप चला रहे हैं। कन्याकुमारी से लेकर और हरिद्वार तक आप खुद ड्राइव करके हज़ारों किलोमीटर तक यहाँ तक पहुँचे हैं। ये जो आपकी पूरी यात्रा है, इसका मकसद क्या है? और नदियों को हम जोड़ रहे हैं, नदियों को हम बचा भी रहे हैं, लेकिन इस देश में अभी दिलों को भी जोड़ने का एक बहुत बड़ी चुनौती है और जो कुछ हो रहा है प्रदूषण, पॉल्यूशन, उससे भी बचने की बहुत ज़रूरत है। तो पूरी हम बातचीत करेंगे, लेकिन पहले आप हमें रैली फॉर रिवर्स के बारे में बताइए।
मेरा हिंदी बहुत कमज़ोर है, इसलिए अंग्रेजी में बोलूँगा।
जी 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 जी।
So essentially, the Rally for Rivers is about revitalizing India's rivers. When I say revitalizing, almost all rivers across the geography of this country have depleted on an average 40% in the last 25 to 50 years' time, particularly in the last 25 years. Some of them way beyond that. Ganga has depleted 44%, Narmada has depleted nearly 60%, and Krishna has depleted over 70%, Kaveri about 42%. And many of them, who were great rivers, perennial rivers, have all become seasonal. It is estimated that in the next 15 years' time, over 70% of India's rivers will be seasonal. That means they will not flow 12 months of the year. They will only flow for a few months in a year. This land has flourished mainly because of our rivers. Now these rivers are depleting and many of them are dying, many of them are already fully dead.
Guru, we got our independence 70 years back. इस दौरान कितनी सारी सरकारें आई, राज्यों में सरकारें आई, केंद्र में कितनी सारी सरकारें आई, कितने सारे नेता, प्रधानमंत्री आए। 70 साल के बाद आपको ये इनिशिएटिव लेना पड़ा कि अपनी नदियों को बचाना है। It puts a big question mark on the governance and on the people who have been running the country till now.
Time has definitely come now that we have to get into a sustainable mode. Nature will not allow us too much time if we simply go on like this.
सदगुरु, जो आजकल जो माहौल है देश में, आजकल अगर आप देखें तो सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक जब करते हैं तो सेना से सबूत मांगे जाते हैं कि पहले प्रूव कीजिए कि आपने किया है। फिर आप भारत माता की जय बोलते हैं तो उसके बारे में कि हम नहीं बोलेंगे। राष्ट्रगान गाने के लिए बोलते हैं तो कहते हैं बहुत सारे लोग कि हम नहीं गाएंगे।
हाथ में कोको कोला और पॉपकॉर्न है इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ।
बट आपको कैसा लगता है जब आप इस तरह की खबरें सुनते हैं और इस तरह के माहौल को आप अपने आसपास देखते हैं? हाउ डू यू फील अबाउट इट एंड दैट टू आफ्टर 70 ईयर्स? ये जो देश है इसके बारे में कहते थे कि देशभक्तों का देश है।
See, one mistake we have done in the past, for which we are paying a price even today, is in 1947 when we got the independence, there was such a huge emotion about the nation, though we had nothing in the nation in many ways, in terms of, standing up to the rest of the world. We had nothing, we had people and we had land, that's about it. But we must understand, a nation is not built on the ground. A nation has to be built in people's minds and hearts. The freedom movement had created such a huge emotion of nation building in people's minds and hearts, people were willing to die for the country on the streets. When such an emotion was there, we should have built the nation in people's minds and hearts in a huge way. We did not do that. One reason is, we took to Western education just the way they were teaching it. Education, fundamentally. In our education system, we did not bring Indian ethos into it. Even today, I will tell you, a tribal school in Tamil Nadu, one teacher school, it's a government school, they wear ties. You know how they're wearing the tie? They're wearing the tie like a necklace from here down, because they don't know what it is, but they must wear tie. I said, why this tie? No, it's a government rules. Which government? Her Majesty's service told you must wear a tie. In 40 degrees temperature, why the hell are you wearing a tie? It's as good as a noose. Even today, you are wearing a kurta, but most news anchors, if they have to go in front of the camera, they have to wear a tie and a jacket. In 40 degrees temperature, what does it mean wearing a jacket and tie and walking on the street?
Today, if you say that I love India, India is a great country, they say that you are a bhakt, you belong to a certain political ideology, you belong to a certain political party because you are praising India. You say, I get suffocated in India, I'm scared, I don't have any freedom in India, India has no future. They say, you are a secularist, you are a secular person, you are saying the right thing. So why is it happening now?
This suffocation, this intolerance is largely in the television studios. I'm somebody who has a huge connect with people of India, of all sorts of people. Over 70% of our work is in rural India. I don't see any intolerance anywhere. I don't see that.
Take for example the murder of a journalist, Gauri Lankesh. Now the armchair thinkers, cigar पीते हुए, green tea पीते हुए, red wine पीते हुए, और उसके बाद वो
I don't know who is drinking what, I don't get into that.
एंड उसके बाद वो बाहर आते हैं और कहते हैं कि पूरे देश में जो जर्नलिस्ट हैं उनकी जान खतरे में आ गई है, मीडिया की जान खतरे में आ गई है, देश में बाहर निकलना मुश्किल हो गया है, इनटॉलरेंस है चारों तरफ. हाउ डू यू टेक दैट?
They don't know what damage they're causing to the country, okay? I will tell you an example. This, because you're also in the media, I want you to be conscious of this. There was a lady from a reasonably wealthy family in Greece. I know the entire family very well. She's done our programs there in UK and Europe. For advanced programs, she wants to come to Indian ashram. She's seen so many images of the ashram, she wants to come. She's booked her tickets, she's everything, she's all excited about coming. She has 4 children, she's over 45 years of age. And the last minute, she calls from there and she's crying and she says, my husband is not letting me go to India. I said, what's the problem? Then I said, give the phone to him, let me talk to him, I know him well. Then he says, no, I don't want my wife to be raped. I said, this is the image we have created, that if you come to India, you will get raped. Are we crazy? What… are we interested in the well-being of this nation? Somebody was asking me recently, is it necessary, Sadhguru, all this emotion about nation, Bharat Mata ki jai, it just scares us? I said, why does it scare you? If a nation has to survive, somebody's emotion makes him willing to even die for the country. Only then you have a nation, isn't it? And for you to stand up for 57 seconds, I don't like the way national anthem is being played. I have sung the national anthem, it takes 1.5 minutes. But 57 seconds, Jana Gana Mana 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 Mana, like this they're singing in the theatre. I don't like this. But the government has made this to make it convenient for the coke drinking, popcorn eating people. 57 seconds. That 57 seconds you can't stand up. No, this is not acceptable.
Absolutely. Very interesting case study, Sadhguru. You travel from Kanyakumari to Haridwar, thousands of kilometers, for a rally for rivers. It's a positive campaign for the country, for the people of India. 12 crore missed calls. 2-column news item on page number 10. Hanipreet gets arrested. Dera Sacha Sauda Baba gets arrested. Page 1, top headline. How do you take that?
See, I was talking to a just that name puts me off. Hanipreet.
But I mean, even yesterday, this attack on BSF camp happened, and it was overtaken in media by this development of Hanipreet.
They like the
so
lady.
Where are we? Where are we
I
heading?
think they like the lady so much.
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to comment on her because I don't know what are her troubles. I saw her crying on the screen. I don't know if she has crimes behind her or if she's simply being excused for whatever, I don't know. So I don't want to make a judgment, it's for the law to take its course. But our priorities have become like this. I was talking to a journalist, I said, why are you guys like this? So he said, Sadhguru, when we go for basic journalism course, the first thing they tell us is, if a dog bites a man, it's not news. If a man bites a dog, it's news.
The basic question is, do we need so many news channels, and again, do we also need so many Babas?
I don't know how many Babas you have seen. I have not met anybody, so I don't know anybody. Okay. Only Baba I have met is Baba Ramdev. I think he's doing a great job, both in industry and in whatever yoga he teaches to the world. So that's a different matter. But it's not for me to decide, it's a democratic country, people can start. But I think somewhere, news channels, entertainment channels, let them do whatever they want. Who wants to watch will watch, those who don't want to watch will not watch. But I turn on a news channel, I see a film star dancing, I have nothing against her. I'm just saying that must happen on a different channel. Where the hell do I get news? And if I keep the television on for 20 minutes, 10 minutes will go in commercials and somebody is dancing, somebody is prancing, somebody is doing something. If I'm looking for entertainment, I don't mind dancing, prancing. But I'm looking for news. There isn't one channel which tells me what the hell is happening in the country today. Every commentaries are going on. See, right from my childhood, when I was 11, 12 years of age, I started reading newspapers. For first 8 years, I made sure every day I read 4 newspapers, which was in Karnataka at that time. The way I read was, this is how I read, from the front page to the last page, every word I read at those times. It took me 3 to 4 hours. I simply read through everything. To an extent, if you ask me in 1970 which stocks were selling at what price, I still know, though I never ever invested a rupee in the stock market, okay? But I still know which companies were doing how at that time. Now I don't have the time to read anything like that, I just look at a few headlines. But I'm saying, when I looked at this news, I never ever, as a rule, though I read every word of the newspaper, but I skipped the editorial.
Oh.
always. I never read the editorial because I don't want somebody's opinion. I want to know what are the facts. I'm capable of arriving at my own conclusions. So right now, it is extremely difficult to get news. There are only opinions floating around all the time. Everybody is trying to campaign for this or against this, something happening. But where is the news?
उसको हम कहते हैं कि न्यूज़ में मिलावट हो गई है. You hardly get pure news now.
Somebody, you should start a channel where if somebody turns on the television, in 15 minutes we can know what's happening in the country, what's happening in the world, 15 minutes or 30 minutes. There is no such thing anywhere. It's just… you can't call it a news channel, you can as well call it entertainment.
Sadhguru, you share a very special relationship with the Prime Minister. And I saw your pictures yesterday. You met the Prime Minister and you also shared the draft of your rally for rivers.
आप तो भूल गया ये हिंदी चैनल है.
मैं आपको कंफर्टेबल बनाने के लिए आपने मुझे अंग्रेजी सिखा दी. तो देखिए, मैं आपको हिंदी में नहीं बुलवा सका, लेकिन आपने मुझसे अंग्रेजी में बात करवाना शुरू कर दिया. सो इट्स अ ग्रेट इम्पैक्ट. तो हम आपकी इक्वेशन के बारे में बात कर रहे थे प्रधानमंत्री के साथ. तो आपने जो उनको ड्राफ्ट दिया, उसमें क्या, उसके कुछ दो तीन हाइलाइट्स क्या हैं जो हमने इससे पहले की सरकारों को कभी समझ में नहीं आया?
So we must understand that we are… if you look at all the various things that have been said and done about the rivers, it's largely about sharing river waters. These days about cleaning rivers for pollution and whatever. Very little has been done about river revitalization. Now the largest challenge is not pollution, that is also a challenge which needs to be handled. The policy document handles that also. Can we bring the policy… handles that also, but the most important thing is rivers are just falling, depleting. What used to be a perennial river that runs for thousands of years has become seasonal. It's only a question of time when it becomes just rainwater drain.
Yes.
It's going in that direction and many have already become like that, many have just vanished completely. People have built towns and cities over the riverbeds. You cannot allow any further deterioration of this because it is… ecology is no more the… so this is the size of the document.
It's huge.
The simplistic thing that we've been talking to people all along these 30 days is about just plantation of trees, but the policy is not just about that. That was for the common people without making it very complicated, talking about revitalization because everybody need not understand what it is, because it's a scientific document.
इसको बनाने में आपको कितना टाइम लगा और कितने एफर्ट्स, कितने लोग इसमें लगे?
Our teams are involved in the yoga center. Isha teams are involved, they have been working… we are a 24-hour, 24/7 teams we are always. So they've been working day and night. Apart from that, we have had 27 experts in various fields. This has taken us… in my mind, it's been there for last 25 years because I've been watching this. My engagement with rivers and mountains and forests is not today, right from my childhood. Particularly in the last 25 years I've been watching, it's steadily depleting. These people are not noticing. One good rainfall year, they think everything is okay. Not like that. Rivers have been steadily depleting, not 1 year up, 1 year down, not that way. It's just going down. For some reason, we think we know the reasons, but for some reason, in the last 7 years, the depletion is very sharp. If it goes at this rate, in the next 15 years' time, by 2030, in the next 13 years' time, we will have only 50% of the water that we need for our survival in this country. All scientific data projects this and points towards this. This is not alarmist activist talk. I am neither an environmental activist nor am I a scientist. But I have lived with nature. When I see something going wrong, I can see it. So I came up with this idea, fundamental idea, and I spoke to some of the top water experts in the country and in the world. And I asked them, see, this is my observation and this is my solution generally. The details of it can be worked out. Is the science with me? In one voice they said, Sadhguru, science is 100% with you. But just yesterday I gave this document to the Prime Minister. He is such an action-oriented man. Already 2 hours ago, the PMO calls and says, we want a soft copy because we have started working on this. This hard copy is not practical for us. Less than 24 hours. I think that's great. I like that agility.
गुरु, अब मैं जल्दी आपसे 2-3 सवाल पूछूंगा क्योंकि जब मैं आपसे मिलने के लिए आ रहा था तो हमारे बहुत सारे दर्शकों ने अपने अलग अलग सवाल आपके लिए भेजे और एक सवाल जो बहुत सारे लोग आपसे जानना चाहते हैं वो ये है कि देश भर में स्पिरिचुअल गुरुज जो हैं उनको लेकर ट्रस्ट इश्यूज बहुत बढ़ गए हैं। देयर इज अ ट्रस्ट डेफिसिट, किस पर विश्वास करें किस पर नहीं विश्वास करें। और हाल के दिनों में जो कुछ हुआ है उससे एक लोगों के मन में एक अविश्वास की भावना एक आई है और लोग चाहते हैं कि आप इसके बारे में बोलें।
See, there are over 2,600 to 700 reasonably major spiritual organizations in the country. Variety of philosophies, variety of practices. Whether you agree with their philosophies, disagree with their philosophies, that's not the point. People have gathered around these people. If people have to gather, there must be some benefit, otherwise they won't gather. Now you're picking on one ugly incident that happens and thinking all these people, they have trust deficit.
Several incidents actually happening around the country in smaller pockets and small incidents.
Unfortunately, this has happened in the country across the spectrum of activity that human beings perform. Everywhere corruption has seeped in. We've lost our integrity in a huge way. And more unfortunately, it has also seeped into spiritual organizations. They have also become like that. But there are many of them who are doing fantastic work. It's just that the cameras don't go to them because they're doing good work. As I said, you have to bite the dog.
Yes.
So, this is not to blame the media, this is not to complain about it, but I would say, at least as much as you report negative, if you report positive things that are happening in the nation, I think positive would get momentum. Right now, only negative is getting momentum. If you read the newspapers today, and let's say the same newspapers are preserved after 1,000 years as history books of future, people will think all of us were rogues, robbers, rapists. This all we were?
Yes.
Please do not create that image in the younger generation. I will tell you my experience. This is almost 20 years ago, I was in Tiruchi speaking in a small school. I'm just asking these boys, okay, they're like 14-year-old boys. I'm asking, what would you like to be? This, that, they're saying. One guy says, I want to be RTO. I said, why? Are you interested in the road traffic situations? You're interested in the road transport laws and this and this, what? I said, no, lot of bribe I can get. See, the child is saying this, thinking that's the best thing to do in the country. Because every day in the newspaper you're saying everybody is corrupt from top to bottom, which is not the fact. There is lot of corruption, but still there is a whole lot of people of enormous integrity, that's why India is still functioning, all right? There is corruption, there is no denial about it. You have to point out the wrong things, but don't make the wrong things the culture of the nation. It is also your responsibility and my responsibility that we do make the culture of the nation the right things.
सद्गुरु, बहुत सारे लोग आपको दूर से देखते हैं, बहुत सारे लोग आपके शिष्य हैं, वो आपको करीब से जानते हैं। बहुत सारे लोग ये जानना चाहते हैं, आप सारे लोगों को किसी प्रॉब्लम का सॉल्यूशन प्रोवाइड करते हैं। यू आर द सॉल्यूशन प्रोवाइडर, यू हैव अ सॉल्यूशन टू एवरी प्रॉब्लम। और लोग ऐसा सोचते हैं कि आप इन सब चीज़ों से यू आर अबाव इमोशंस। पर आप हमें बताइए कि क्या आप भी कभी इनसिक्योर फील करते हैं? क्या आपको भी कभी गुस्सा आता है? क्या आपके अंदर भी कभी कोई नेगेटिविटी आती है? क्या आप कभी इमोशनल महसूस करते हैं, कभी फ्रस्ट्रेटेड महसूस करते हैं? आर यू अ ह्यूमन बीइंग लाइक एनी अदर पर्सन अराउंड द कंट्री? या आप इन सब पर विजय प्राप्त कर चुके?
I took charge of my body, my mind and my life energies in a certain way. So in my mind, only what I want happens. You can't do what you want in my mind, you can do it in your mind. You can never do it in my mind. So if your mind was like this, that only what you want will happen in your mind, would you keep yourself blissful or would you get frustrated? Would you get angry? Would you get miserable? What would you choose?
To be peaceful.
Blissful, ecstatic, isn't it? Just look at my eyes, I'm always stoned out, blissful, never touched a substance in my life. But I'm always both exuberant and intoxicated at the same time.
मैं और ज़्यादा आपकी आंखों में देखने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. When was the last time you got angry?
I don't get angry like that, but when some people don't understand anything, they like a push. When they
यानी
need a push.
क्रोध बुरा नहीं है अगर सही समय पर किया जाता है. सद्गुरु, लोग ये भी जानना चाहते हैं कि वेजिटेरियनिज्म यानी शाकाहारी या मांसाहारी, कौन सा रास्ता सही है?
It is not about what is correct. It is about what is your system designed for. There's an entire science to this. I cannot go into that because you have your time limitations. But fundamentally, human system is designed as a herbivore.
सद्गुरु, आखिर में मैंने हिंदी बोली, मैंने अंग्रेज़ी भी बोली आपके लिए. आप हमारे हिंदी के दर्शकों के लिए, हिंदी में जी न्यूज़ के दर्शकों के लिए क्या संदेश देना चाहेंगे?
हमारा नदियाँ सूख रही हैं आपका मिस्ड कॉल बहुत ज़रूरी है. October till October 30th, 31st, it is still open. This missed call is your vote for the rivers of this country, which is a vote for the well-being of your children, for the well-being of future generations of this country. So don't go easy on that. Don't think, if I don't give, what will happen? Already 12 crore people have given. That's not the point. 12 crore is just 10% of India's population. I want at least 50–60% of the population to say yes to something that matters to all of us. This is not about me. This is not about some government or party. This is about something very fundamental to our lives. Right now there are three things you can do. One thing is you give a missed call. Next thing is your family, your friends and your Facebook, all of them give a missed call. Next thing is all the people that you don't know, see how to get them to make a missed call. This is something vital for everybody. Everybody who consumes water must rally for rivers. Still there is time for you. Thank you.
Thank you Sadhguru for talking to us. Thank you so much. आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं.